Hello and welcome to another Skipper's View video. Today we're diving into the Red Sox offseason so far. We've seen a few moves out of the team. However, the moves they've made are not very significant, so let's get into it. Here is Craig Breslow in his press conference where he said the team was going to go full throttle and that money was not going to be a issue. The Red Sox finished last in the AL East in 2023, going 78-84. Team lost Xander Bogaerts and brought in Masataka Yoshida to try and make up some of the production, which he did. He was okay, but he's 30 years old and the team is already apparently looking to move on from him. Overall, the team was a disappointment. The whole team was a disappointment. There were some bright sides on the offensive side of the ball. As you see here, these are just clips of the defense and the pitching kind of just being a disaster, particularly the defense, which was a major problem for the Red Sox in 2023. But again, hitting was a strong suit. They were a top 10 team in a lot of categories, including OPS and runs scored. For the team itself, Masataka Yoshida led the Red Sox in average with 289, followed by Justin Turner, 276, Rafael Devers, 271, Alex Verdugo, 264, and Tristan Casas, 263. Turner and Verdugo no longer with this team, not complaining about Verdugo, and Yoshida might be traded. So three of the top five hitters, actually the only hitters that qualified for batting average, as you need to have 3.1 plate appearance per game, three of them are going to be gone. Two of them are gone. Three of them might be gone. So again, the offense was much better than the pitching. However, the team still has a lot of holes that they have not been able to fill on the offensive side since losing Mookie Betts and then letting Xander Bogaerts sign with Padres. Although if you want to say that was a bad deal, you're more than welcome to, as I do think it was a bad deal and he should have just stayed with the Red Sox for a cheaper deal where he was comfortable. Yoshida is a big question mark at the moment. A lot of insiders are saying the Red Sox are trying to move him. He's a big defensive issue in left field. He could play DH, but they really should probably sign a different DH. Maybe even bring JD Martinez back onto the team. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. Devers, of course, is the cornerstone of the franchise with the deal he signed last year. But again, you don't want to waste his prime years without forming a team around him. So I think, if not this season, next year I'll do a video highlighting, or soon I'll do a video highlighting next year's top prospects. But let's get into the pitching, because the pitching is really where the Red Sox struggled. First off, the ERAs of the starting pitchers are terrible. So these are starters who had 10 or more starts. Cutter Crawford had 23 starts with a 4.04 ERA. Nick Pivetta had 16 starts with a 4.04 ERA. Brian Bayo is the lone bright spot, I guess you could say. Although he had 28 starts, 4.24 ERA. He had 2 months in the summer where he was arguably the best pitcher in baseball at the time. But again, he kind of fell off like a lot of these pitchers did. Here's some clips of him. Next up, Chris Sale, 20 starts, 4.30 ERA, and Sale's no longer with the team. Again, Sale has not been good in 5 years. It's been okay. He hasn't been great. He hasn't been worth the contract. Again, they traded Yoan Moncada for him, so Yoan Moncada didn't pan out, but there's a lot of talk about trading Dylan Cease, trading Marcelo Meyer for Dylan Cease, which is just crazy talk. James Paxton is the next pitcher, 19 starts, 4.50 ERA. He's also no longer with the team at the moment. There's talks about bringing him back now that Imanaga might be signing somewhere else. Tanner Houck, 21 starts, 5.01 ERA, and then Garrett Whitlock, 10 starts, 5.15 ERA. So again, the pitching last year was an issue. We'll quickly highlight who they brought in this year so far. They traded for Lucas Giolito. They signed Lucas Giolito to 2 years, $38.5 million deal. That has an opt-out, so if he pitches great this year, he'll probably go and try to get a longer deal in 2025. Giolito gave 41 home runs last season. However, he eats innings, so he averaged 5.7 innings pitched per game, and the Red Sox starting pitching has been terrible and does not get deep into the game, so this will alleviate that. Then the Red Sox traded Chris Sale for Vaughn Grissom. Vaughn Grissom was dropped, I think it was March or April. I think it was April. He was dropped down to AAA. But he tore up AAA the entire season. There just really wasn't a spot for him on that team. The Atlanta Braves are obviously stacked. Orlando Garcia won out the starting role, but they bring him on. They have control for a couple of years, and they can put him at second base. For Sale, again, he hasn't been great since 2018 when they won the World Series. Since then, he's been mediocre, if not just bad. But where's the full throttle? We haven't seen it. Red Sox weren't able to even really make a competitive offer for Yamamoto, who ended up going and signing with the Dodgers for a long deal. Really, the last chance to go full throttle is to sign Shota Imanaga to some sort of deal. He's 30 years old, but he is a solid starter who's had some great seasons in Japan. So if they go and get him, they can sure up get a lefty. Who they're down a lefty now. Okay, never mind. Shota signed with the Cubs. So I don't really know what the Red Sox do from here. You can argue that they should just wait until next season, roll out whatever team it is they have right now, develop the farm. The farm's doing great. You have Marcelo Maya, Ramon Anthony, Kyle Teal, Cedric Rafael, Mikey Romero. You got some solid guys, but there's no pitching. So maybe now with Vaughn Grissom at second base, you can go and trade Nick York and try to acquire some pitching. I wouldn't trade Marcelo Meyer for Dylan Cease, which is what a lot of Red Sox Twitter people are trying to get them to do. And again, the Red Sox have been really acting as a small market team for the past couple of years. I did a video on John Henry and how he seemingly does not care as much for the Red Sox as he previously had. That's fine, but then just sell the team. If he wants to put more money towards the PGA and Liverpool and the Penguins, then just go do that. According to the reports, the Red Sox front office has been told to limit their spending over the past 2 years, and they're kind of going after the Tampa Bay model. But guess what? How many World Series titles does Tampa Bay have? 0. They have 0. They are losers. The Red Sox have 4 in the last 20 years. And I think it's time that the Red Sox start acting like a big market team again, rather than trying to go with this small market mentality that a lot of teams in the MLB have been trying to emulate what the Tampa Bay Rays did. And Tony Mazzarelli said it great on Foul Territory that he doesn't get why they do that. For the vast majority of the past 20 years, teams that have won the World Series have been the top 10 of spending. Now, only twice the top spender won the World Series. That's the 2018 Red Sox and the 2009 Yankees. But again, very frustrating. I had this whole video planned for Imanaga and why he should go to the Red Sox, and they signed. I was 90% done with the video, so this is what I'm putting out, so I get something out, so I feel better about myself, because the Red Sox suck.